A 4K port native to TimeSplitters 2 is located inside Homefront, The Revolution. There is only one problem: the code to unlock it has apparently been lost. Over the past weekend, Form of Lambeer developer Jen Willem Nijman asked other developers to point out their favorite Easter eggs hidden in their games. Matt Phillips, who previously worked on Homefront, The Revolution, revealed a dazzling one. "My proudest moment was a native and fully playable 4K port of TimeSplitters 2 hidden in this arcade machine in Homefront, The Revolution." We already knew that 2 levels of the classic shooting game were hidden within Homefront, and fans had previously found the full game in the Homefront archives, but it could not be played by normal means. However, Phillips says that the game was completely playable with the use of an unlock code. And that's where it gets complicated, since Phillips no longer has the notebook where he wrote it. Worse still, his previous attempts to spread it were cancelled. Responding to a fan's request about how to unlock the rest, Phillips said, "The unlock code has been lost in time. I no longer have the notebook with it. I once gave it to a friend to leak it on some Discord channel and they called him a liar and banned his her account." Surprisingly, Phillips even points out that he specifically designed the arcade machine of the Homefront game, which activates the Easter egg TimeSplitters, so that it would activate a multiplayer menu if placed on the same map as a second recreational machine. Making it clear that it would only work in theory, Phillips wrote, "I port the network stack to mount on top of the cooperative mode, Homefront, The Revolution. If, and that's a great if, conditional, someone could hack 2 or more games on one of the cooperative maps, it will start in the multiplayer menu." Phillips says he believes that 2 of the multiplayer maps of the game were included. Of course, the internet is already looking for ways to find the code, and many players are already looking for clues in the game files. Phillips says this can be a fruitless search. To get you out of your misery, he wrote to several Twitter users, "There is nothing in the base game that does not remotely insinuate the trap. I'm sorry." However, that probably does not prevent fans from looking for ways to bypass the code, or go find someone who has it. TimeSplitters 2 is a cult classic to this day, and the appeal of a 4K port is enough to maintain the interest of the community. As for how the entirety of TimeSplitters 2 was allowed to be part of Homefront, The Revolution in the first place, it should be remembered that Dambuster is a studio founded by the creators of the saga, Free Radical, which clung to the source code and then obtained the rights to use it. Given the response of fans to this Easter egg, it doesn't seem like a crazy idea that a port is finally launched as an independent title. We may one day see more TimeSplitters as well. Koch Media has previously hinted at a new project in the series and has hired co-creator Steve Ellis to trace the future course of the franchise.